forming, rebuked the nothing, and formed Throsha. From the back of her winged stag, Sorios, and with a sacred stone in each hand, Pleana stacked the mountains and filled the oceans. Finally, she set upon the land creatures of all kinds. To protect the stones that sustain the balance of Throsha, Pleana chose from among all the creatures 5 guardians. She called forth Krieg, splitter of skulls. She called forth Talam, crown of the wood. She called forth Veneda, of the shadows. She called forth Arya, the ordered. And she called forth Ulthior, the wizard. Then Pleana summoned from the stars Galavor, a hexmaster, who arrived on his flying ship Excelsia to maintain balance among the 5 guardians and their clans. Together, these 6 formed the Hexant, the governing body of Throsha, and the order charged with protecting the Eyes of Pleana, the sacred stones that were used to order the world. On the eve of each equinox, the Hextant gathered at a tavern called the Hex. There, before representatives from each clan, they heard the matters of the kingdom and ensure the ongoing security of the Eyes of Pleana. For many centuries, there was only peace throughout the land. Generations passed. Then came the cleaving. A ruling of the Hexant went against the wishes of Ulthior, the current leader of the clan Ulthior. Though it was a small matter, over the coming season, it grew large in his heart each day, until it caused a break. At the next equinox, neither Ulthior nor any member of his clan were present at the gathering of the Hexant. Then the earth shook, signaling to all that an Eye of Pleana had been stolen. The Guardians knew they must act quickly to save the second eye, for if both fell into Ulthior's hands, he could undo the forming and return all to nothingness. When the Guardians attempted to depart, they soon discovered Ulthior had cast a spell on the Hex, trapping them inside. The Hexmaster informed the Guardians that while they were trapped, the spell held no power over their clan. He told them they may each choose a member of their clan to embark on the quest together to save the Eye. He warned them that of themselves, the clan members stood little chance against Ulthior and his horde, but he would open for them a channel that would allow the Guardians to witness their quest, and for brief moments, allow them to commune with the members of their clans before the most critical moments of their quest. But leave a channel open for too long, and Ulthior could discover it and close off all communications between the Guardians and the clan members forever. Moreover, it will take a member of the clan best suited for each challenge to even have a chance against Ulthior's clan. As such, 4 champions from each clan will be granted a short time on the quest, with a champion from each clan being chosen from among them all to return for a final encounter. That is, if they can find members of their clan brave enough to enter the Hex. Thanks for coming. It's great to meet you. Welcome. You're too kind, too kind. Thank you so much. I'm Dermot. I'm the barkeep. You met me. I was messing with the cheese over there. Tonight is very special, and we thank you for coming. Your purpose here is to help us judge our adventurers this evening to determine who best champions the night and will bring honor to their clans. Speaking of clans, each of the clans has a guardian. I'm about to introduce them right now. Let's begin with Clan Arya. The holy, the reverend Clan Arya's guardian is the artist, Father Benedict! Father, so great to have you. Have you found a champion for this evening?
I have indeed. I call forth the paladin Margot. Her sword is sharp, her shield is broad. Her aim is true. She will surely lead our clan to victory. Margot, set Argo. Now allow me to introduce the guardian for the clan Cree, the violent, the brutal. Please join me in welcoming Onan. Yeah, Crackle Skull! Welcome! Onan, it's great to see you. Have you found a champion for this evening?
Yes, Dermot. I am searching long for this champion. Here I stand before these witnesses of the Hex to bring forth Bang! What was once an accountant named Baldwin? Yes, you know that one. Yes. What was once an accountant named Baldwin, framed for embezzlement, thrown in prison, is now Bang the Warlock. Bang! Take the die of greed. Yes, that's right.
Very well then. The farmer accountant, love it. Next, introducing from Clan Talum, the crown of the wood, the fury of the forest, Lady Orchid Wraithclaw. Welcome, lady. Have you found a champion for this evening?
Why, of course. So representing Clan Talum is our resident bard, Nico Narvarius. Now, Nico is quite talented. He can talk you into anything, even if you don't set out to do what it is he asks. Nico, Talum bestows upon you the die. Use it wisely.
Thank you, my lady.
Incredible. Alrighty then. Lastly, but certainly not leastly, perhaps most wickedly, from the Clan Veneta, please join me in welcoming Lady Mattison Galore. Welcome, lady. Have you brought a champion here this evening?
Of course I have. Veneta shall be represented by none other than Jacquino Palazzo. Also known as the Octopus, for with his many arms he might be able to steal something of yours and perhaps even your face blending into the crowd. And you won't blame Jacquino. I know I don't need to hand this to you, but I think I will give it to you. Goodbye.
Very well then. A formidable group indeed. All right. Now I know what y'all came here for, and this is it. The hour is at hand. Please join me in welcoming the honorable, the venerable, the beloved friend to you and to me, tonight's Hexmaster, Galavar the Fourth!
Darmit, I bestow upon you the keys for the opening of the channel this evening.
Opening up the channel sounds great.
Champions, congratulations on being selected to represent your clans this evening. Before we begin, barkeep, unlock the channel.
No big deal, no big deal.
And guardians, to your seats, please. Champions, tonight we will be sending you to a destination in the nearby Decaying Rise, a mountain range on the eastern side of this continent of Throsha. Now, Mount Kamar, as it is known, was rumored to have been the resting place of a relic of the House Krieg, a great magical stone known as the Heart of the Mountain. Shamans were said to have placed spells and protections there, but as time went on, it seems that the shamans disappeared for one reason or another. It's rumored that monsters have inhabited this mountain. And in fact, it seems that it has become an active volcano. Now, there is not much to these rumors for those that you speak to, but perhaps we should go and see if the heart of the mountain lies there after all, as you will need it if you wish to defeat Ulthior. So, champions, may you fly safely on Sorios' wings and send you to your destination.
Bye-bye now.
My friends, you find yourself in the only known entryway to this mountain, a mine shaft that now sits unused at the very front of the entrance to the caves. There is a broken track in front of you, as well as a shattered cart that lies at the far end of this tunnel. Now, here in the caverns themselves, there is a sense of damp, cold, and even perhaps maybe the scent of iron in the air. Perhaps just the metal that lies here still rusting from those miners that came before. As you look around, you notice that branching off from the end of this mine shaft are two passageways, one to the left and one to the right. Which path would you like to choose?
Did they have doors in front of them? Or
They do not.
No.
But as you approach to investigate, you begin to hear some strange sounds, almost like the murmur of voices coming from the left, and what sounds to be the shifting of stone to the right.
Can we make out anything like what the voices sound like?
Let's go ahead and try to make a perception check, shall we?
Sounds good. 12.
What's the modifier for perception?
Scroll down.
He looks like a perceptive fellow to me. I bet it's pretty good.
I believe his is 4. We're having some difficulty with our arcane
RC tablets.
Yes.
Excellent. All right. So that's a total of 16.
Not bad, right?
You can perceive a thing or two with that, I believe.
Not bad.
So as you strain your ear trying to make out some sort of dialogue coming from those voices, it sounds as if there are two, a male and a female, but you can't quite make out what it is that they're saying. Especially the male voice seems a bit more muffled than the other.
Is there anything in the card, or is it just like just a normal card, or is it happening there?
Let's go ahead and make an investigation check.
Oh yeah, sure.
Shall we?
Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Yes. Oh boy, that's not very good. Yeah, that's not very good. It's a 7.
7. What's the modifier for that?
3.
Ah, so a total of 10.
Yeah,
10's not too bad.
Yeah, it's not great.
So as you peer into the cart, you have to move some cobwebs that have gathered
Yeah.
over the contents here. But all that seems to remain are just loose stones. Nothing of any value.
Oh. There's nothing in this card, by the way.
Thanks for that. Yeah.
Anybody have any
Obliged.
blacksmithing experience? Want to put this back together?
Oh, I could burn
No.
it. We could burn it. I could burn it.
Don't burn nothing, not till we say, right?
Yes. No, we don't want to do that. No.
Yeah.
Now, as you debate the path in which you take, you find in your pocket a small roll, a scroll that has been transported with you to this plane. Go ahead now and reveal your secret objectives for your mission this evening.
Oh, a bunch of secret having folk, huh?
Out loud, or is this quiet?
This is for you.
Okay.
You can choose to share it if you wish.
Hold it. All right, for our folks at home. Hello. So these secret objectives, let me break it down for you. So only these adventurers will be able to achieve their own secret objective. A little bit different than what you're used to, I bet. All right, let's head on back to Mount Tabor and enter the hex!
Thank you, Barkeep.
Thank you, your enthusiasm's appreciated.
I'm sorry. I have to interrupt our quest. I have a sudden hankering for mushrooms. Anybody else have that, just that craving? Mushrooms just would hit the spot, no?
Can you make tea out of mushrooms? I've never had mushroom tea.
Mushrooms?
You're missing out, my friend, because mushroom tea is a great conversation starter.
Do we see any mushrooms?
I would like to look around for any unusual fungus in this room.
Team Talum, I'd like you to make a perception check, please.
Can I assist him?
Yes, so with assistance, you may gain advantage on the roll. Barkeep, would you like to explain advantage?
Oh, I'd love to explain what advantage means. All right, 2 is always better than 1. We all know that. Now, they're about to try to perceive if there's any fungus in the room, because 2 of them are doing it. He gets advantage, which means he rolls 2 dice. They'll choose the higher the scars. That will determine whether he's successful or whether he... All right, let's go. Let's see what happens.
All right, so Team Talon, make your roll.
10.
And with advantage?
Second roll. 7.
All right.
10 being the higher of the 2.
For perception?
Modifier of 4.
All right. So a total of 14. So as you both peer around the room, while it is damp in here, the only bits of life that you can determine ever existed here exists only from the cobwebs and spider webs that hang on the...
That's too bad. I really wanted to try that.
Yeah. So what you're saying, right, is that there is not a fungus among us? There's no fungus among us?
My word.
Barkeep, open the channel!
The channel be open! The channel be open!
Jacano,
Yeah.
that was so funny.
Right?
Keep your charm about you.
Don't mind if I do.
All right, are the 4 of you still waiting in the cave?
Yes. What do we? Do they sound like they are fighting? Perhaps it's the 2 voices, or
Not fighting, but definitely struggling.
struggling. Yeah.
Right. Everyone, keep it down, right? I'm going to creep over, see if I can make out what they might be having a scrap about.
If you'd rather, I actually have my little pet imp who can go invisible, and he can just kind of go down
You've
there
got
and
an imp?
take a look. I can look through his eyes.
You've got an imp?
Yeah.
Why
this
didn't
is
you
Claw.
mention the imp?
This is Claw, my imp.
Oh, hello,
Could
Claw.
have mentioned
It's
the
nice to meet
invisible
you.
imp.
Yes, well, he is often invisible. That's true. Yes.
All right, no skin off my nose.
I'm just going to send Claw down to the right there and look through his eyes and ears.
Excellent.
And he's going to be invisible also.
All right, perfect. So, masking himself from sight, Claw makes his way through the winding tunnels into another room where he sees 2 dwarves. One is pulling on the legs of another that seems to be stuck in some sort of narrow passageway in the wall.
Okay.
Can he hear what they're saying? Can you hear what he's
Yes,
saying?
I can hear everything that Claw can hear. What are they saying?
Just suck it in a little bit.
I told you I'm trying to give me the salty foods and I'm gonna boot low in here.
Oh, I think one of them is stuck.
All right, well, maybe they're good. Let's just see if we can go help them out.
Right.
Right?
Okay, yes, certainly, yes.
I mean, unless anyone has any better ideas, I don't want to stand here too much
I bet we could take them if they're bad.
No.
They didn't look that tough.
No.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, I'll take the lead.
All right.
Yeah?
I'll take the back.
Suits me just pretty.
That's about right.
All right. So, Arya, you take the lead with Krieg bringing up the rear.
Yes.
You proceed into the mouth of this room. And as you do, you can see that these 2 are very much otherwise engaged and don't even notice you as you enter the room. You do see the female dwarf pulling on the hindquarters of this male dwarf, and she says, "If you don't make some sort of effort, I'm just gonna leave you in here.
Barkeep, what's it look like in there? Is there a description at all? Or perhaps a visual cue? Oh, so glad I asked. You're welcome, ladies and gents. No biggie, no biggie.
If you don't mind, I'd like to address the dwarves. I'm something of a people person, if I don't say so myself.
Yeah, I think you're an elf.
Excuse me, may we be of assistance?
Yes, please. Please, just go ahead. One of you grab this leg, and maybe you come over here and grab this leg, and we'll try and pull him out.
I'm not very strong.
I'll
Maybe
tell you what,
somebody
I'll stand back and offer moral support, right? You got it, right? You too, come on.
Perhaps rather than pull, I might
else. Blast him.
inspire?
Oh, my word.
I would
All
like
right,
to.
You play, I'll pull. How about we do them both at the same time?
I would like to cast bardic inspiration to help Margot pull.
A bardic inspiration. For those of you know, those of you at home know what a bardic inspiration is. You know what a bard is. You know what inspiring is. It's exactly what it sounds like. Our bard's going to play a little ditty, and that will give our other adventurers strength to be able to pull the dwarf out of the wall. It'll make this predicament a little less challenging, I believe. All right, let's go see if it works or if it fails.
How would you like to inspire?
I would like to sing a little song. I once met a dwarf and a second dwarf whose belly was a little too full. All he needed in this sad, sad life was someone to give a little pull. With any luck, we may find success in getting him out. This pulling song's about pulling, and pulling's what it's about.
Very well done. Oh, my word. Color me inspired. Whoa.
That was very nice, I have to say.
Sorry, I was
I enjoyed that.
praying. I was praying while you were doing that. It's so beautiful.
Margot, inspired by Nico's beautiful tones, you grasp a hold of this dwarf's hindquarters, and I would like you to make an athletics check for me, please.
All right. 2
Modifier?
plus 8.
And the bardic inspiration average? Is that plus 3, I believe?
My guess is a tree.
Plus 5.
Plus 5. All right. All right. So with that case, with a 10 plus 5, that is a 15. So summoning on the strength of your god and pulling from the music of your bard, you manage to free this stuck dwarf from the crevice.
Incredible. Simply incredible.
Oh, it's all you. It's all you.
Never happened before.
Well, now, I just want to thank you for all the work that you put into that there. This dwarf extends his hand for a handshake.
Oh, I shake it.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much. It is so good to see some friendly faces in these dark halls.
Oh, and what is your name, sir?
My name is Gamut. I am well, I guess you could say a treasure seeker. I have come here under the knowledge that there is a lot of wealth to be found in these chambers.
Why did you get stuck in that hole?
Well, you see, down in there, I saw something myself shiny, and I tried to get down there as close as I could, and then my here foot just not what I used to be. I slipped and fell into the crevice, and well, I just got stuck trying to pull myself out.
Something shiny, you say?
Yeah, and it's just right down in there.
Right down in there, right? I'm going to kind of sidle over, kind of block the hole with me back, and cast Mage Hand behind my back and send it back to scurry around, see if it can find anything shiny to bring back to me.
All right.
Claw is also going to go down the crack with the Mage Hand.
Excellent. All right, so are you trying to be kind of sneaky about this so you don't want people to see what you're doing?
Well, if I've got a little imp following me, I can't be too sneaky. But
All right, so sending the imp as well as the Mage Hand down there, they both seem to find very easily a rough-hewn diamond lying at the end of this crevice.
Right. I'm going to pull it out and hold it up in front of my face with the Mage Hand and say, that is a very pretty little thing. And I believe these are circumstances where we might say finders keepers, yeah?
Well, I don't know if that's fair.
Isn't
I don't
that the
know
golden
if that's
rule?
the right thing to do.
No. He is absolutely right. This is the way that we work here in the mines. You found it, you get to keep it.
That's nice of you to give it to the dwarf.
I'm going to say it in Dwarvish, because I speak Dwarvish, believe it or not. You, sir, are a gentleman and a scholar.
Oh, well, sir, I don't know about that. I'm a man of simple
do.
means. But please, is there some way we can repay you? What is it you're trying to do here?
Gamut, as a matter of fact, there is. There is something so very important that we are after in this mine. Have you, by any chance, seen or know the location of any unusual fungus?
Fungus. Well, now, I can't see that I've seen none myself, but these caves do go fairly deep. And he points over across the way, and you see that there's actually a bridge at the far end of this room that has fallen into disrepair.
Oh.
It's tumbled down, making the way into the next room nearly impossible. He says, "Well, I'll tell you what. We were meaning to do this anyway. Let's go ahead. Me and my wife here, we can go ahead and just fix that bridge right there up for you, and we'll take you across ourselves and maybe help you find these fungi."
Oh, thank you. That's very kind.
I would like to know your name. I'm addressing his wife.
My name's Gromit.
Nice to meet you, Gromit.
Nice to meet you too.
I'm Margot.
Mm-hmm.
And I am Nico Darth Narvarius, but you can call me Nick. My friends call me Nick, and I have a feeling, my good lady and my good sir, we're going to be fast friends.
Shucks, mister. We'll get on fixing that bridge right away for you, okay? Just hold on just a moment. And they spring to work. They fly on over to this bridge and they start repairing it with these rare dwarven tools you've never seen before. And as they work and work and work, they do manage to pull the bridge up, and now it is taut, creating a passageway into the next room. They stand aside, almost like two wide swinging doors, and gesture across the bridge.
That is the finest bridge repair work I have ever seen.
Oh, now you're just being kind. Thank you.
No,
sir.
I mean it. You two
does.
are lovely. Absolutely lovely.
Thank you.
Out of curiosity, how well do you know this particular cave system? Do you have a map, perhaps?
No, I mean, unfortunately, those who have gone farther than us, well, they don't seem to make it back. Now, I think that they're just, a little haphazard, or maybe they find some gold and just decide they don't want to be a part of society no more. I could completely understand
I'm
that.
sure that's it.
Yeah, absolutely. So, we don't have a mine. No, we've actually never gone past this room ourselves.
Oh, one question. Earlier, when we were in the other hall, there was another room off the other side that sounded like there was something in there. Do you happen to know what was over there?
Over in that other room?
Yeah, the other one that had a sound.
Are you a superstitious fella?
Oh, I guess.
Well, I've never seen nothing like it. These stalagmites sticking up out of the earth, two of them, brilliant diamonds on top.
Diamonds?
Moving around the floor, just scraping across each other.
Ooh.
Now that's above my pay grade. I don't know about y'all, but I didn't want to mess with something that was outside the laws of nature. So we decided, let them be. There are other stones we can find.
And you haven't encountered any other creatures since you've been in here?
No, ma'am.
Okay.
Tell you what, mates. Nice work on the bridge, yeah? I'm going to go have a look, because that's kind of whet my curiosity a little bit. I wouldn't mind taking a closer look myself.
Is that? Oh.
I think it'd be irresponsible to let you go alone.
Yes.
Don't you think?
I can take care. I can handle myself. It's no bother, really.
Can we make it quick?
We can absolutely make it as quick as a wink.
That was rather quick.
All right, but okay, but we'll keep this bridge here if y'all want to come back. All right, we'll just hang out right here and wait for your safe return.
You are incredibly accommodating.
That is
Thank you.
And of course,
Good man.
God's speed to you, fellow
Is
travelers.
he telling the truth?
I would like you to make an insight check for me.
19.
Modifier on that?
+4.
as you hear him say these things, you notice that he is gripping a blade at his side.
Ooh.
Huh.
Oh, my word.
Now, I actually think you should lead the way back to the other room.
You want me to go first?
Yeah, I think so. I think you know your way around here.
Well, perhaps, maybe wee bit. Hey, I gotta consult with the missus. Is that all right?
Sure.
That seems
You seem
reasonable,
so
yeah.
nervous.
Yeah, well, like I said, I'm a superstitious one myself. I don't want to go messing where there's maybe some strange magics afoot. Listen, honey, and he grabs her close. And even though he grabs her close, he seems to almost elevate his voice a bit. He says, "These adventurers here, they seem like they're going to be heading off into another room to try and get some diamonds. Now, they want me to lead the way, and I feel like we owe them a debt of gratitude.
My hand is on my sword.
Who are you talking to?
Perhaps we should act swiftly." And at this, you hear a blade falling over handle as it flies from the room that they just built a bridge to. It flies through your ranks, hitting the stone wall behind you, clattering to the ground. You see two other dwarves step out from this room with axes drawn. And with that, we will enter battle. So,
Oh, my word! This is what I've been waiting for!
initiative order for this encounter. House Veneda shall be first, followed by Krieg. The dwarves will then follow Krieg, and then it will be Arya, and finally Nico. All right? So, at the top of your turn, Nico, will you pass the totem? House Veneda, you have 15 seconds to commune with your guardian and strategize. 15 seconds, now.
Jacquino,
Yeah.
normally you only get sneak attack as long as there is someone else in combat. You can feel free to hold your attack, or perhaps you can liberate some of these dwarves of their weapons.
Would be my pleasure, my lady.
All right, what would you like to do?
Right, so I am actually feeling like these two have been working hard, right? I think they should probably lay down and take a nap.
Oh,
So I'm going to cast sleep.
excellent. All right. And please tell me, House Veneda, what is the spell DC for this?
15.
Excellent.
That is 1-5.
Hold your horses, hold your horses. Okay. A DC, you say? What is a DC? Well, your friend Dermot's here to tell you. A DC is a difficulty class. Now, for this spell, the dwarves are going to need to roll at a 15 DC or higher to be able to not fall asleep. Does that make sense to everybody here and everybody at home? Well, I hope so. Yeah. Oh, you're very. You guys are so sweet. All right, let's go back and see what happens to those nasty dwarves. Oh, that's right. See you later, dwarves.
So, what level are you casting this spell at?
First level.
First level, excellent. In that case, the total hit points that are distributed for this are, let's see, that will be 20. 20. So,
points.
as you expel this magical aura about you, the two dwarves, both, well, the two closest to you, Gamut and Grommet, fall asleep.
That sounds fake.
Bye-bye now. Sleep tight.
Hushaby.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to creep over and pick the weapons off of the persons, yeah? And
Excellent.
toss them to my good paladin friend.
Perfect.
Thank you. What are they?
So he pulls out a scimitar from Gamut and then a small axe from Grommet.
Can I just say something very quickly,
Yes,
Hexmaster? Normally do not throw weapons at other people. That is normally very dangerous. It is polite to just hand them. These are trained professionals.
Speaking from experience, I can imagine. Excellent.
Yes.
And then I'm going to creep over to the corner, use the rest of my movement, and stand just out of range. One moment. Right. Here. There we go.
Excellent. Very well. All right. And that brings us to Krieg's turn. 15 seconds on the clock.
Bang.
Yeah.
Bang, over here.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
here.
Okay, yeah.
What have I told you about dwarves?
I don't remember. Blast them.
You want to blast them? You blast them.
Let's blast them.
Secure the area.
Oh, yeah.
What do you choose to do?
Okay, I could see them, correct? This isn't like a walls or anything. It's
No,
just
you
open.
can see them clearly. Yeah.
Okay, I can see them clearly. Okay, I will. I look at them and I say, you guys, I really wish you had it. I really wish you had it done that because now I have to. And I would like to send an eldritch blast at each of them.
All right. Please make a ranged attack roll.
Okay. Ooh, that's not great. That would be a 2.
2?
Oh my!
Just to point this out, right? These dwarves don't sleep standing up, do they?
No, they do not.
I would go to the 2 across that are still awake. Unfortunately, yeah.
Just
Excellent point. What is the modifier for this? The spell attack modifier, Krieg?
A +8.
So that is a 10.
Yeah.
All right, excellent. You let this Eldritch Blast fly, and indeed it does strike true against one of those dwarves.
Oh, not too bad.
What is the damage?
10.
10. It falls out across the bridge into the pit below, falling to its demise.
You killed your very first dwarf. Congratulations.
I also get 10 temporary hit points.
Oh,
as
excellent.
one of my abilities.
Add 10 temporary hit points for this.
You got it.
Okay, second beam goes to number 2.
Make another ranged attack roll for me.
Okay, yeah, here we go. Just gonna fire away and. That's much better. That would be a 17.
And what's the modifier?
8.
All right, for a 25, that definitely hits. Damage of 10 again.
Yes, sir.
I would like you to finish this dwarf. How do you finish him?
Oof. Well, the blast kind of hits him in the face, and then he falls over. The back of his head is gone. It's not pretty.
Oh, well done. Well done.
Well done. And with that, combat has ended, as the other 2 dwarves
Another
are
10.
incapacitated. What would you like to do?
So, Jack, I'm going to saunter over, yeah, take out some of me ropes and me cord, and bind these 2 up, and we're going to have us a little party.
I really wish
Didn't
they
know
had
what you were going to say there. I'm glad you said party. All right.
While he's doing that, I would like to investigate the dwarf bodies, both sleeping and deceased, and see if I find anything.
All right, I'd like you to make an investigation check for me, please.
Certainly. That would be a 3.
Modifier for investigation? Talon?
6.
So that's a total of 9. All right. There's not much on their person. One of the axes was thrown already towards the other side of the room. The other dwarf does have on him a scimitar as well. But as far as investigating the rest of their pockets, there's no gold or precious jewelry to speak of.
Or fungus.
Or fungus.
I would like to. So everybody's down, right? So I would like to cross the bridge and investigate that cavern and open my senses due to the goodness of my goddess Pleana and discover whether there are any fae, fiends, celestial in the radius that I can.
Excellent. So walking into the next room, you see an extinguished fire pit, as well as some stalagmites, and a cart resting atop a track that leads down further into the mines. And as you extend this aura about you, what is the range?
60 feet.
60 feet. You do not sense anything other than the face spirit of the imp with Fang.
All right, nothing creepy over here so far, guys. I'm just gonna yell that over to my comrades. We're good over here.
All right. Sounds good.
There's also a cart on a mine track. You guys want to go down? What do you guys want to do? You want to go back to that other room still? I feel like that's what you're about to say.
A little bit, but first I would love to have a chat with me mates. I have a feeling that we could play a little game, good constable, bad constable, right? I feel like you would make a great bad constable.
What is that supposed to mean?
It's supposed to mean...
That is not who I would have chosen. I would have been you, the bad boy.
Well, the bad constable, I'm an upstanding gent, right?
Oh.
Could I volunteer to be the good constable? I've always wanted to be the good constable.
Would you like to be?
Who are we playing this game for?
You know, we're just gonna try and, you know, squeeze these two a little bit, see what comes out.
All right, well, they're tied up. All right.
All right.
That's what we want to do.
So, I'm gonna saunter over, yeah? Put my foot on one of their chests and start to step down until they wake up.
Very quickly, they wake up. Fear filling Gamut's eyes. He looks up at you and says, "We don't need to do that."
Now, I thought we was friends, yeah? We were mates and all that. You were gonna let us walk out, and then all that ugliness started. So, I think you know a little bit more than you're letting on.
Listen, I told you everything that I know. I didn't tell you about the two waiting in the other room. All right, that was my mistake. I did not realize you four would be this powerful. But that is all. We have not been beyond those two rooms. I swear it.
I still have my sword in my hand, and I'm just gonna kind of touch the tip of it and say, "Are you sure about that?" I'm gonna be the second bad cop in this. Bad constable in this scenario.
All right, I would like you to make an intimidation check for me.
16.
Modifier?
Pretty intimidating.
All right.
I'm already
Total of
intimidated.
19.
Yeah, it's very scary, very scary.
So, tipping the point of your blade and looking down at this rather helpless dwarf, he says, "I swear to you, on my life, there is nothing else that I have not told you."
Are there any more of you?
No. It's just my wife and I.
Barkeep, open the channel.
I'd love to. Channel open!
I feel our champions have lost sight of the fact that they are on a quest for their guardians. We need you to find the Eye of Pleana. Continue on with quickness.
With quickness indeed.
I must intervene at this point to say, Gamut, I'm terribly sorry that we've bothered you. And by bothered you, I mean made you fall asleep by magical means, tied you up, and killed your friends.
Totally understand.
But we really must be on our way because we need to find the heart of the... Yeah.
The heart of the mountain, I believe.
Yeah, with the heart of the mountain.
Yeah, I was trying not to say it in front of...
Oh.
That's all right. That's all right. That's totally... Yes, that. Shall we press on, gents? I'm sure we can get those diamond stalactite thingies moving around on our way out, yes?
Oh, I suppose.
We could throw these two dwarfs into the stalactite and see what happens.
We could do that too. I just think that the true pleasures of this mine lie further on.
Yes, but maybe there's another door through the other. I don't know. By the stalactite.
Tell you what, right? You send your little imp friend in, have a scurry around, see if these two are telling the truth, because thus far they haven't been.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yes, we will send Claw in, invisible, flying high. Why don't you hug the ceiling there?
All right. Taking off from your shoulder, he skitters across the ceiling, turning invisible and going into a few other chambers. As he moves, you do indeed see, as he enters the other room, 2 stalagmites moving on the ground, diamonds perched atop. Stone grinding on stone. It's a rather eerie sight.
Does Claw see anything that might resemble the heart of the mountain?
If the heart of the mountain is 2 stalagmites that move, then yes.
Could be.
I would
Is
like.
there a door past that I can see, like a passageway out?
There is a
Okay.
door past that room.
I would like to search my memory to see how much I know about the heart of the mountain.
All right. I would like you, my friend, to make an Arcana check for me.
Arcana check. Coming right up. 18.
18. Modifier?
They're kind of strong in this one.
That is a 6.
All right. So you know quite a bit, having been well briefed by your guardian. The heart of the mountain supposedly is a large ruby, again of untold value and magical power. What it is meant to do is to activate a weapon for the clan of Krieg that will be useful in your fight against Ulthior.
Friends, I don't think what we're looking for is a diamond. Perhaps we should move past that room or look in a different direction.
I agree.
Suit yourselves.
You can grab the shiny things on the way out for you.
Right, you're right.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to.
Claw, come back.
I'm going to turn to our new dwarf friends and say, I think we've proven that we can overpower you quite quickly.
Hands down.
So if there's any other problems,
Especially when they're tied up.
we won't be as nice next time.
Oh, but very understandable. Thank you very much for saving our lives.
You're welcome. All right, let's go.
All right, so the only way forward at this point is through the mine shaft and this cart in this room.
That looks like fun.
Oh, could we all fit in that? Is it big enough for the 4 of us? Or
I mean,
It is.
You're a little guy,
It
so-
can fit all 4 of
I
you.
am quite small, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about this evening, but Arya seems quite sinister.
That hurts.
I believe it is some sort of holy mystique he likes to play. Makes him seem becoming and a little bit stupid sometimes.
They know I can hear them, right?
I love you.
Champions, do you enter the cart?
I'm not squeamish about cozying up. I go ahead and climb in.
Is there anything
Yeah.
in the cart?
No, it is empty.
Okay, then I will get in the cart.
All right.
Snuggle up, friend.
Oh, hi. You are very warm.
That's what people tell me.
Yeah, I'm going to hop in as well.
All right.
Yeah, I'm in.
Excellent. You all hop in, and just due to the sheer weight of this cart now, it begins to move slowly forward on the track. Slowly, slowly, it enters a very dark tunnel. And then quickly, the track drops down. The cart begins gaining speed. Faster and faster and faster. You feel the wind rushing past, and yet there's still some sort of heat that appears to be generating as you're
This may
flying
have been a
through the
mistake. This may have been a mistake.
Very suddenly, you hit some sort of blockade. Wham! And the 4 of you go flying through the air. I need each of you to make a dexterity saving throw. We will go around the table, starting with Arya.
16.
Modifier?
+1.
Well,
All right,
met.
17. Well done.
Well
Krieg,
met indeed.
dexterity
I
saving
would like
throw.
to cast
Oh.
Bless to help everybody in my party make this save.
All right, so in the air, you cast Bless.
Absolutely.
Knowing that trouble is afoot, you cast Bless for your party. And that gives a D4, is that correct?
Correct.
Excellent. So we'll have a +2 for the modifier to this.
Oh, sinister now.
That's a 15.
15 plus the dex save modifier?
4.
+2. Excellent. 21. Now spend it up.
That is a 12.
12 modifier?
+8.
Excellent. 20 plus 2, 22. Very good.
I'm
and
fine.
finally, Nico.
Natural 1.
Oh, my heart! Oh, blessed me!
Barkeep?
Oh, you'd like me to explain what a 1 means? You haven't figured that out by now. Oh, you've had too many drinks. I am so sorry for you. What's about to happen is his frail body will descend down, down, down to the pit. See you later, alligator. In a while, crocodile. That's what we call a critical fail.
All right.
He really is a bad constable.
Oh, my.
Talum will use their resurrect.
No need yet.
It's not that bad.
Not quite that bad. Not that critical of a fail.
His body's frail, but not that frail.
So even though you fly forward, there is solid ground beneath you. And as you tumble forward, the three of you manage to gain your footing quite easily. However, Nico, due to the speed, perhaps it was the weight of your fellow companions using you to stand up.
You are also very soft.
You do hit the ground and take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, it's not even that bad at all.
Only 3?
I thought it was the critical fail.
All right.
So I want to help this fellow up, right? And use prestidigitation, kind of dust him off. Looking good there, yeah.
I realize now we maybe could have walked.
This was much faster. I'm sorry, I tried.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. It's not the first time, and it won't be the last.
You find yourselves in a room lit very well. In front of you, there is a large glass wall. And as you approach the glass, you can see some figures moving. But as you approach, they become more clear, and you see that it is just reflections of yourself. Looking around the room, you find a skeleton laying on the ground with a crumpled piece of paper and a pair of pliers in its hand.
I'm going to send me mage hand over, pick up the scrap, and pull it back to me.
All right. Will you pass that over, please?
Dear Cheryl, this miner's old soul aches for your love. XOXO hoagie buckets.
Hoagie buckets.
Did you know him?
No. Did I know him? No.
That is so sweet and sad.
Does it smell like anything?
Make a investigation check for me, please.
That is an 18.
Modifier?
That modifier is going to be a 2.
Wow. Excellent rolls tonight. As you sniff, you do catch a strange scent. It almost smells like that similar iron scent that you caught before. And you see that there are drops of blood on this piece of paper. In addition, as you look up to the wall in front of you, the glass wall, you see something that is not in your room, reflected in the glass, a coffin leaning against the wall.
I'm starting to think we may have made the wrong choice, James.
Barkeep, open the channel.
Oh, I'd love to. The channel will be open.
There seems to be a dark magic here. There are some that seem a little bit less keen. Perhaps you could persuade them to do the dirty work for you.
Right. Don't mind if I do. Listen, mates, there's something going on in here, right? I can't put my finger on it. Is anybody kind of naturally good at picking up magic and all that? I mean, you want to take a look around?
I could look around. Yeah, sure. I don't know that I'm naturally good.
Maybe send your little imp, mate, right? Just to kind of pat around, see if there's any ingress or egress out of this room, or maybe anything hidden. I don't know.
I could take a look around for you.
Oh, my word!
What was that?
How terrifying.
A man in a long black cape, tall, very lean, and with pale, pallid skin stands in your midst. He looks about you and says, "It is very good to have company again. It has been a very long time."
Oh, just because he has an accent. Check yourself.
Oh, hello.
Sir, I'm afraid you startled us. To whom do we have the pleasure of speaking?
Well, I am Baron von Triumph.
Ah, yes. I would like to search within my memory to see if I've heard of Baron von Triumph and what I know about him.
I would like you to make a history check for me.
History.
All right, there's a lot at stake right here. Our bard, our sweet, lovely voiced bard, is trying to figure out if he knows the Baron. Now, as you might have noticed, he has pallid skin. Is that giving you a clue of what he might end up being? It's given me a clue, and I have one eye. All right, let's go back to Hex.
That is profiling, that is.
I apologize.
What was your roll?
I rolled an 8 on my history check.
And what is the modifier for history?
3.
3. Okay, so with a total of 11. And maybe it is the dead eyes staring back at you, but as you try to search your mind for this name, nothing rings a bell.
I did hit my head moments ago.
Oh, yes. Hello, sir. Fake here. Are you a vampire?
Fang.
Yes,
It is
Fang.
a name that I can appreciate.
I will take that as a yes.
He
then.
smiles, revealing 2 large teeth, and with that, we will enter combat another time.
Oh boy, here we go again.
All right, initiative order, very similar to as follows. The vampire will be first, followed then by Veneda, Krieg, Arya, and Talum. So as the vampire stands in your midst, he strikes out towards Talum, directly in front of him. With his claws outstretched, he grabs at you with a natural 20.
Oh my word! Say it isn't so! Say it isn't so! Say it isn't so! Oh, such a frail,
You too.
such a frail body.
He reaches out to strike you, and he grasps your chest and pulls you in to him, catching you in a grapple. He then pulls his head back and sinks his teeth into your neck.
Say it isn't so. Oh my word.
You take 7 piercing damage,
Ouch.
as well as 10 necrotic damage,
Oh my gosh.
and your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Holy smokes.
That's not
You can
good.
see it up on the screen there. Check it. Almost like it's live. I said almost like it's live. I'm joking with you.
You do have to use them.
Apologies, apologies.
And Veneda, it is your turn. 15 seconds on the clock.
He bites.
He does. He does bite.
I will let you think about it, but I believe he is considered in melee combat with someone else.
Melee combat. That's very interesting.
Be careful.
What would you like to do?
So I'm going to pull out my rapier, right? Nice big swishy sword, pokes things. And seeing as how he's focused on something else at the moment, I'm going to sneak attack him with the rapier.
Excellent. Go ahead and make an attack roll for me.
That is a 7.
7 modifier?
8.
8. So that brings us to a 15. So as you plunge your rapier forward, he apparently senses your presence and moves slightly as the blade pierces through his cape. What else would you like to do?
I'm going to disengage and hold on just a moment. I'm going to disengage and I'm going to move back behind that cart there.
Let's see. The cart on the top or the bottom?
Bottom.
Excellent. Okay.
Closer to.
So you do. You go, you disengage, and you come to chill out behind that cart over there.
Good luck.
Excellent. All right. Totem, pass to Krieg. Krieg, 15 seconds on the clock.
Bang!
Yes.
What have I told you about vampires?
I don't know.
Blast them.
Blast them. I can do that.
Stay back.
Stay back.
Yes.
Blast them.
And
Yes.
blast them.
Yes. No darkness. Yes.
I would like to admonish Fang that Nico is still in the vicinity.
Unfortunately, he cannot hear you while the channel is not open.
Oh, he knows.
Oh, that's. I know. I am very good at aiming. Yes, I would like to scoochie right on back. We're just gonna. Okay, that's yeah. That should do it. That's far enough, baby. I'm going to blast them.
All right.
2 times.
Please
Both right at him.
make a ranged attack roll for me.
Okay, all right, you got this. Okay. That would be 9.
Modifier?
8.
All right, 17. You let this Eldritch Blast fly, and just careening over the top of this cart and moving through its robes, it does find its mark, slamming into the vampire. Damage?
That's 10.
10 damage. You then let loose another blow. Please make another ranged attack throw for me.
Okay. Yes, here we go. Ooh, that's an 8.
Modifier?
8.
16. He bounces back a bit, still keeping your friend in his grasp, but it finds its mark again, dealing another 10 damage to the creature.
Not too bad. That is all I'm going to do. That's all, yes.
Excellent. Pass the totem to Arya.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Arya, 15 seconds on the clock.
Margot, House Arya fears no darkness. You may either cure your friend, or perhaps you show the power of your branding smite.
All right.
Oh, that's right.
Thank you, Father Bennett. Before I do anything, I would like to channel divinity and make my great sword a sacred weapon.
Excellent.
Cool.
So imbuing your greatsword with divine power.
Yes. And I would like to cast Branding Smite as my bonus action.
All right. Okay.
And I would like to attack.
All right. So let me take a look here at this. So you channel divinity, branding smite. I think we can do that. All right. Go ahead and make your attack roll for me.
Okay. 12
All right. Modifier?
8
Modified 20.
plus 3 because of my channel divinity, which makes it a sacred weapon.
Excellent.
Which-
23. Standing right next to this vampire, your blade does not have trouble finding its mark, and you plunge it into its side. Damage?
11 slashing and 6 radiant.
Excellent.
Goodness.
Well then, yes.
The creature lets out a terrible moan as he suffers from your blow. And then, anything else you'd like to do?
I would like to attack again.
Excellent.
With my second attack.
Make an attack.
And I'm going to say, don't touch my friends. 12 again.
Ooh. Modified 20 plus the 3. That'll hit. Damage is again?
11 slashing and 6 radiant.
11 slashing and 6 radiant. Wow. Excellent. Okay. So again, pulling your blade back out and swiping it across, you manage to take off one of his arms. He's not looking very good. Anything else?
No.
All right,
I'll
pass
stay
the
where I am.
totem to Talum. And 15 seconds on the clock. Remember, you are currently grappled.
Nico, you have taken a beating tonight.
Yes, I have, my lady.
I think the only thing that'll save you now is your charm.
to one. She leaves the boy.
So I'm grappled.
You are grappled.
I can't use my hands for anything.
You can use your hands. You are
Okay.
just held.
Alright.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to cast Vicious Mockery.
Excellent.
I'll show him some charm.
All right. Vicious Mockery. What is his spell DC, Talon?
It is 16.
Excellent. And Vicious Mockery, I believe, is a wisdom saving throw. Would you like to explain Vicious Mockery for us?
Mr. Hexmaster, you know I'd love to explain it. So, a saving throw. This vampire, he just took a chunk out of our friend's neck. Now he's going to try to avoid this Vicious Mockery by rolling more than a 16. Is that correct, Mr. Hexmaster? All right.
correct.
We'll see how he fares. I hope he doesn't get a chance to bite again. Makes me nervous. All right, let's go back to Hex.
Excellent.
Too kind, too kind.
He makes a wisdom saving throw. A 9 plus a 7 is 16. So he does meet the DC. And despite your sling of insults, he is very distracted by his arm flopping about on the ground. Anything else you'd like to do?
Well, I'd like him to hear my insults all the same.
What would... Please!
Hey, you know what sucks worse than falling down a mine shaft on your face and then getting bitten in the neck? You! Because you're a vampire!
Vicious. Truly vicious.
I'm afraid that's as charming as I can be right now.
All right. He then attempts to bite you again. And that is a 19.
Oh, Barty boy.
Plus 9 to hit.
That's not good.
The 28. You take, again, 7 piercing damage and 10 necrotic damage. And your hit point maximum is reduced by 10.
Uh-oh.
Am I still alive?
Are you?
You should be.
So that's 14
No, I
damage
don't-
plus the 3 you took from the fall.
Basic mathematics tells us your chances aren't
Sorry,
great.
34 plus the 3 you took, so that's 37.
Oh, Barty boy, the pipes are calling.
It's not over yet.
It is not over yet.
Not over yet.
You are knocked unconscious. You are not dead. You will still have 3 saving throws to make before you are finally dead. Unless he attacks again and drains you for more life. Then it might be pretty bad.
You better kill it first.
All right. In that case, we now are back to Veneda. Please pass the totem. 15 seconds on the clock.
You know, if you save the dying man, he might owe you a great favor. But you could also kill the vampire. It's up to you.
You know, I think that killing the vampire might go a long way in saving the dying man, right? Right.
What would you like to do?
I am going to sneak out from behind my little cart, and we're going to sneak up behind the vampire and once again try to perforate his kidneys with my rapier.
Excellent. Make an attack roll for me, please.
Really quickly, does Bless still give me anything here?
Bless, I believe, only lasts for a minute. Let me double check that, and we'll see, because I do want to give you every bonus that you are blessed with.
Well, if that's
my
the
word.
case, he might have made his.
Yes, it only lasts for 1 minute.
That's fine. Right. Here we are. That is a 5.
All right. Modifier?
8.
8. So unfortunately, you do miss again.
Oh, gave it the ball.
You step forward, and as you do, you slip on some of the blood from your friend that has fallen onto the ground. It distracts you a bit, and you don't manage to find your mark.
I'm sorry.
Nauseating.
What else would you like to do?
I would like to disengage and go back to my little hidey hole.
You do just that. Unable to find your mark, you retreat. And then we will go to Krieg. Totem passed. 15 seconds on the clock.
Bang!
Blast him?
Well, what did your heart tell you?
Blast him.
You want to take that risk with your fellow.
Oh, I won't hit him. It's just a blast. I can't do for anything for him.
All right. Krieg, what would you like to do?
I would like to blast him.
All right. Please make your ranged spell attack.
Okay. 7.
7, modifier? 8. 15. Unfortunately, it misses.
I am very concerned.
It flies wide. Seeing
got
your
one
friend
more.
knocked unconscious, you are all rattled a little bit, but
Yeah.
you still have another blast.
Yes, let's get him again.
Please make another roll.
11. That's better.
8.
19. This time, it finds its mark, dealing 10 damage. Blasting into this vampire, he drops your friend, and he falls to the ground.
Well done.
Now, the vampire is breathing very heavily, but he is still alive.
Oh.
Is there anything else you would like to do?
Oh dear.
I will just kind of skitter a little closer.
Excellent. You skitter closer to the vampire,
I
getting
do.
right in the throes of battle. And if you'd please pass the totem to Team Arya. 15 seconds on the clock.
That's a tough one.
The decision is yours. He is silver-tongued, and I do not trust him, but I'll be darned if that wasn't a beautiful song.
Oh, he's so sinister, I got chills.
Hexmaster, could you clarify Cure Wounds as an action or a bonus action?
Cure wounds, let's check.
Thank you.
Yep, you're very welcome.
If I was a wagering man, I'd say it's an action.
I believe it's an action.
I believe it is
Would you
as
like
well.
a wager? A drink?
Cure wounds is
All right. Oh, I
Drum
can
roll.
feel you.
an
You just
action.
want to. Bottoms up or no?
I would be nothing without my team, and without everyone healthy, we will all die. Therefore, I rush to Nico's aid, and I pump 15 hit points from my lay on hands pool into his heart.
Excellent. Warmth and light fill your being as you are brought back from the brink.
Hey, buddy,
Hey,
you're okay.
am I?
Yes.
Good.
He bit you.
I noticed that.
Yeah, let's get him.
Okay.
All right. Team Talum being brought back. 15 seconds on the clock.
Nico, use your magic and do as much damage as you can.
Yes, my lady. That is also what is in my heart as well.
What would you like to do?
I would like to cast Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers. Fantastic. All right. So with Cloud of Daggers, this is an area of effect attack, is that correct?
It's 5 feet.
5 foot
I
range?
believe so.
Okay.
Maybe we
Where
should
on this
question
map are you
him.
casting
A whole cloud of
Cloud
daggers.
of Daggers?
I would like to cast it to the side of the... Oh, dear. Maybe this isn't a good idea.
It's a good thing I'm hiding.
I would like to cast it to the exposed side of the vampire where Arya is not.
All right. Excellent. So that will include you in the blast range. Are you all right
We'll
with that?
self-sacrifice him.
You know what? I'm changing my mind.
A wise decision. What would you like to do?
Sorry,
I heard a spider tell us.
I hit my head earlier, and then something bit me twice. Not thinking entirely clearly. I would like to cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Ah, excellent.
That's a good one, yes.
All right. Tasha's Hideous Laughter is another wisdom saving throw. DC 16. Natural 20.
Oh, about time, Bard. About stinking time.
That's
No.
not a good one.
Oh no! Use the saving throw! Oh no! Not again! Not again!
What is your intelligence?
Oh my heart! It breaks for you, Bard.
I could use a drink, bartender.
You've earned one.
The vampire
Oh,
has
my
trouble
word.
even hearing your spell over all of the commotion. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I'd like to crawl away. Collect myself, perhaps.
Okay. You can do so. Now, without disengaging,
Take a break for a while. You earned it. Oh my word! A natural 20!
Oh, I thought he was unconscious.
no, he still is up. The vampire is still awake.
Oh, I thought he was unconscious.
So, without disengaging, you begin to scoot away. The vampire sees you and makes an attack of opportunity against you. $12 plus 9 is 21.
This is a somber moment.
He falls toward you with rage in his eyes,
Of course he does.
dealing 8 bludgeoning damage.
Sounds about right.
Oh, it could have been
You're
worse.
still up. All right, and then it is now the vampire's turn.
Oh, wow. What does it say?
The vampire will then try to attack you.
But does the vampire have to move to do that?
To get to him?
Yes.
Yes, you will.
Because
You will.
then there would be an opportunity.
Oh, very, very good. So yes, indeed, still filled with fury, he falls toward Talon, trying to get him in his escape,
Yep.
invoking an attack of opportunity for Arya.
You got this, you got this, you got this.
Well met.
It's a 2, but I've got some killer modifiers going.
2 plus
Plus 8,
Plus 3.
13.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but he's still crawling around on his belly, isn't he?
Ooh.
Yes, he is.
So,
We'll let you have this with advantage. Yep. May the gods bless you.
13.
Plus.
Plus.
plus 8, plus 3,
Damage,
11 slashing, and 6 radiant.
Arya,
Oh, bye-bye, Mr. Vampire.
finish him.
Praise me. Oh, my word.
All right. I'm going to hold my sword up to my god, and I'm going to give it a swing and say, I told you not to touch my friends.
Well met.
And as the vampire falls to his death, again, you then see this glass wall in front of you shatter as he falls. The remnants covering the ground, you see that the room is actually twice its size. And over on the far end of this room, you see the coffin that you saw reflected previously. It is open, and it appears to be a doorway deeper in to the mines.
Margot,
Yes.
I am forever in your debt. You saved my life, and you did it beautifully, with a certain holy loveliness to it.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're still here.
I will always have your back, and I want you to know that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
what's life without a song, mate?
Truer words were never spoken. Sometimes in life, you find yourself careening down a dark mine shaft. Sometimes in life, you find yourself bitten almost in half. And sometimes in life, you find a friend, someone who's gonna mend your wounds, mend. Sometimes in life, you get a second chance.
Well met.
And with the last notes of Nico's song filling the air, the blood still pumping in your veins, you begin to wonder if you are fully equipped for the rest of this mission.
Mr. Hexmaster, sir, just real briefly, you all have done wonderfully. Unfortunately, you remember these keys? They need a little bit of recharging. About 15 minutes worth, I'd wager. So go on, take your rest. Now, those of you with us here at the Hex, you also get an opportunity to rest. Now, make sure you take a stop to get the Hex 5 snacks. They're just right over yonder. Very delicious. Maybe not as good as my cheese, but pretty good nonetheless. I'd also like to introduce you to someone very special to my heart. He's a friar. We call him Archibald. Have you all met Friar Archibald before? Come on out! Friar Archibald, where are you? Oh, Friar!
I'm over here.
Oh, you adorable little friar. Get over here, get over here. This is my pal, Friar Archibald. He's going to spend the next few minutes regaling and enchanting us. He'll be talking to you, so make sure you say hello. We'll be back in 15. Bye-bye now.
Please come along with me. Let's go try to find some people. See how tonight's going for them. Let's go to the back here. Hello. What's your name?
Steven.
Steven, it's nice to meet you. My name is Friar Archibald.
Nice to meet you.
So, have you enjoyed this evening?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's been great.
Wonderful. What do you think of the proceedings? Do you think they have a chance?
Slim, if any, maybe. We'll see.
That's well thought.
Yeah, thank you.
Sometimes they'll have bad seeds.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see. I don't think it's going to end up very well for them in the end. What about that bard?
He's very unlikely to be alive.
Yeah.
Skin of his teeth, maybe.
And he's the healer.
Yeah.
I think they have the other strong one to take the damage, but they aren't doing their job very well.
No, they need to get their order straight.
Yes. What's your name? Kelsey. Kelsey, nice to meet you. And you?
Chase.
Chase, it's nice to meet you as well. What about you two? What brings you here tonight?
We're here supporting the rogue.
You're here supporting the rogue? Woo! Oh, wonderful.
But I was pretty impressed by that paladin healing.
That paladin did do a wonderful job.
Good job. Yeah, lots of damage.
Let's continue on. What's your name?
I'm Sam.
Sam, nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
Kenzie, it's nice to meet you as well. What about you two? Who's your favorite out there tonight?
House Veneta is really doing some dastardly work. I'm impressed with the road.
Fair enough. And you? The same? Excellent. Looks like the rogue's quite popular in the back. Usually his fans tend to hide in the shadows as well, so let's go. Excuse me, sir. I apologize. So far, how are you?
I'm good.
What have you thought of tonight?
I really thought the Briar singing, I thought the songs are 2 joints in a row. How do you get such bad?
Nico has had quite a hard time tonight.
Yes, he has.
Quite unlucky, but he's a fantastic singer.
Yeah, yes. And his team is fun. They're working as a team.
That is the goal.
That's why they're all focused on the only music.
Indeed.
Yeah, very exciting.
Let's go check out what's going on outside. So here we have our high five. We have edible cookie dough from Donation.
Yes, money. Choose them.
We have crumble cookies.
Wait, did you already get this?
Yeah.
Fudgy oatmeal bars from Susie's. Crispies peavy and chopped caramel Rice Krispies. And lemon bombs from For the Sweet.
Oh, yes.
They're wonderful. People should be trying them all night. Alright, let us go back. Looks like we have quite a happy group over here. Let's go and intrude on her. Greetings.
Oh my gosh, well, hello! How are you? The Friar, I'm good. How are you?
What is your name?
Andrew.
Andrew and
Bella.
Bella.
Nice to meet you.
Nate. Nate. Pleasure. And then what's your name?
Myra.
Myra. Nice to meet you as well. What have you all thought of this evening?
Oh man, this is very intense.
Very tense and amazing. I love everybody. They're so great.
I hope.
But which one's your favorite?
I like Nico. I like him. You know, he's just a bard.
Do you want him to live?
I do want him to live.
Yeah.
I really like him.
I think at this point your chance is 50-50. He's not doing so well.
I know it's not. Yeah.
Anyway, I want to say who I like. I want to represent the Krieg little
Fang.
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 Yes. Oh my gosh, Fang. Yeah, he.
Who knew such a little guy could pack a punch?
Yeah, who knew a little guy could be so powerful? And just the way he's been blasting people left and right,
He's quite the blaster.
Yeah, he has inspired me in my own life. So.
Wonderful.
I want to be like Fang.
I'm glad. I think it's about time we gave away some more things to our witnesses. Let's go grab some prizes for them. We've given away 2 of these things. Let's give away a couple more.
Shall we?
What have you thought of this evening?
Oh, you know, I thought it has been like exciting and a little scary and a little bit hilarious. I thought the camera switching was excellent, actually. I don't know how that happens, but...
Was that you? Are you looking glass manager?
I'm sure I don't know what you're talking about.
My mistake. Thank you. What do you think? What should we give away?
Tonight?
Yes, right now.
I think we should give away a Krista's. These Rice Krispie treats are awesome. I mean, they're stuffed with caramel and chocolate. What more could you want?
All right. I think we give away this and one of these. Let's do multiple. Why not? Let's go.
You know, never mind.
Now we just find the man in charge of the looking glasses. There he is now.
Yes.
We must have.
There's nobody else. So we've got a raffle about to do. But we need to get everybody on if they want to be in the raffle. Right now I'm showing 0, so maybe.
All right, let's go.
Let's see what happens.
Let's inform them. Let's go. Can we bring me? Could we bring me up on the house? Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen. If you would open your looking glasses, we're going to give away a few more prizes. Make sure they're open, otherwise the prompt will not arrive for you.
Plus, we have our big raffle coming up for the Die 20, which I think you can have people test. It's quite heavy.
It's quite heavy.
All right.
It could break a knee. Or multiple. Depends how hard you throw it, really.
Is anybody off?
Is everybody ready? All right. Let's see.
Let's try. Davis, can you do the raffle?
Looks like the looking glasses are a little bit interesting right now. Give us a moment.
Yep, that was right.
I'm really not cut out for this kind of work.
Okay. So let's see how we go.
Did we grab it? We have to pick some of the old-fashioned ones.
The about working now.
Wonderful. Looks like we're ready now.
17
Have some
participants.
technical difficulties.
Anybody?
I have won.
You've won! Congratulations! The Krista's Rice Krispies.
Beautiful. Thank you.
Congratulations.
I mean,
Let's do one more. Yes.
Okay. Are we ready? Yep.
Yep. One more time. One more time.
Ready now? One. Here we go. 21. New raffle. There we go.
Who won? Who won? Yes! Our friend we were speaking to earlier. Congratulations.
Oh,
One more time? May as well.
Let's get something. What should we get?
Axe off the wall.
Come to the last night, and we will.
A drink
Beverage?
or some sort.
Would you mind getting us a beverage?
A shirt, yes, a shirt of any size. Let's see, almost.
A shirt of any size?
Yeah.
Shirt? All right. We're doing a shirt then.
A shirt.
We can do that too. All right. We can do this as well. A twofer.
There we go.
A shirt and a beverage. I don't know if I would trust this liquid. It looks magical. There's nothing natural about this color.
Evil inside me. It's called calico.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Anyone?
Don't be shy, don't be shy.
Anybody? Anybody?
Let's try again.
There he is! Okay, yes! Thank you very much. And then come with us for a moment.
Sure.
We'll get you a shirt.
Oh, we can size that.
Yes.
We'll clothe your naked body.
Right here. This one.
If it doesn't fit, you have to get.
One.
All right. Friar, I think we have about 5 more minutes. We'll do the last raffle, and then I think the channels
And then the channels will be recharged.
About 5 more minutes.
Wonderful. Let's go meet some more people. Hello, miss.
Hello.
What's your name?
Esther?
Esther, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
You look rather Krieg tonight.
I am. I'm representing Krieg.
That's rather excited, just like Krieg.
Yes.
And what is your favorite part about Krieg?
They're brave and they're bold and they're not afraid.
Those sound like synonyms.
Perhaps. We're also not super bright.
Sounds correct. That's why I joined Aria. What are you? What's your name?
Darcy.
Darcy,
Hi,
it's nice to meet you. Darcy, who are you here to cheer on?
Oh, I'm here for Fang. I'm always here for Fang.
Thanks. So more Krieg.
Hey!
And even more Krieg.
Section Krieg here.
This is the Krieg section. They're rather excited.
And I'm very bright, thank you.
You're very bright?
Very bright.
Prove it.
How would you like me to prove it?
Do some math.
Would you prefer statistics or calculus? I can do inferential and differential. She proved it.
I think those are made up words.
They're really not.
We'll give you points for creativity, though.
Thank you.
Let's go. Maybe someone a little less crazy. Hello.
Hi.
What's your name?
Kelsey.
Kelsey and?
Iric.
Iric. Nice to meet you. And who are you here to represent tonight?
Aria.
Aria?
Yeah.
All right. Wonderful. Wonderful. As a man of Aria, I can say this is the best choice.
Yeah, he can.
And how have you been enjoying this?
Honestly, pretty lost.
That's okay. The journey tends to take some time.
It's my first time in the hex, so I'm just like still super foggy.
That's okay. We love all kinds for Aria. If you like, enjoy some cheese. What do we have? Gorgonzola Mountain. This looks like it's gone bad.
Oh! Ew.
It has. That's a lot of cheese. Where is the barkeep storing?
That's probably 5 pounds.
Far too much. But I believe it's time for our final raffle of the evening. Everybody, if you could get on your looking glasses, please. All right, so tonight it looks like we are giving away the Die of Krieg. It's nice, it's very heavy. In fact, it's metal. And a natural 20. Perhaps Perhaps I should be playing this evening. I can't do that. I don't have my instruments.
And of course, those that could
Along with that, we also have a sticker, a decal, for the hex.
Yes. Always good.
Along with these, we have a flagon. Unfortunately, it's empty right now, but you can fill it later.
They can feel free to get an L from the barkeep.
Yeah, get something from the barkeep. He'll give you some.
And of course, a hive.
And a shirt as well.
Is everybody?
Right. Are we in?
Is everybody ready? Wonderful.
Here we go.
Here we are.
Waiting for the poor child.
It appears we're waiting for one more. Okay, we're ready. Well, wonderful. Come.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Oh,
Eye of Creek.
This is great.
Your flagon. A nice sticker. And a shirt.
Oh, thank you so much. This shirt.
And if that shirt doesn't fit, feel free to take it to the front.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. Thank all of you witnesses of Throsia for participating with us this evening. And we ask for your continued participation throughout the rest of the journey tonight. All right. Come with me. From where we are, it looks like we have all sorts of breads, cheeses, meats. I think that's fruit. Dates, maybe. It's really not healthy. They should have some better decisions. Oh, our young Creek lady.
Get some.
Feel free. Eat whatever you would
Can you
like.
cut me a bread?
Hmm?
The bread. Can you cut it?
I believe. Let me. I'm not very good with knives.
I can take a cracker.
As well. My knife skills leave much to be desired, unfortunately.
Well, that's why you're not part of Creed.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, it appears that the channels have been recharged, and we are ready to continue our journey this evening. Thank you. Welcome back, Barky.
Friar, I have missed you dearly during this short rest. How did it go?
It went well. We had some great people here.
Who's the friendliest among them?
Not Krieg. They were rather aggressive, some of them.
You know, I've experienced the same sort of encounter. All right.
Oh, hello, Onan. Yes.
Thank you for rejoining us. As Friar Archibald said, thank you, Friar Archibald. As Friar Archibald said, give Friar Archibald a round of applause first. Thank you, Friar. Wonderful, wonderful. The channels have now been recharged, as evidenced by the re-emergence of our guardians and of our champions. Now, the channels have been officially reopened. Now, before we get too far, let me say this. At the end of the evening, you'll have a chance to vote for who championed the night. That goes for you, the witnesses here at the Hex, and also you, the citizens of Throsia, near and afar. How do I do that if I'm near or afar, you may ask? With these special words, ye ought to remember. HiveChannel5.com. HiveChannel5.com. Don't forget it, a very secret spell. All right, I'll turn it back to you, Hex Master. Oh, yeah.
So when we last left our adventurers, they had just defeated a vampire deep in the heart of Mount Kamar, searching for the heart of the mountain, the special magical stone for the clan of Krieg. Now before we begin, let us view the points as they currently stand. For defeating the dwarf bandits, each champion receives 250 Hexperience points. For defeating the vampire, Each player receives 1,000 experience points.
Yeah, wonderful.
For
I see claws
I
running
know.
around.
Oh! You gotta call your imp back.
I know, right?
He's a little
There we
curious.
What is the total so far? It's 250 and 1,000?
Yes, that's
Just
correct.
making sure.
I like that. Oh.
And for completing their secret mission, Arya receives an additional 500 experience points. Well done. And with that, adventurers, we return to the mines of Kamar. May you be guided on Sorios' wings as we return you to your destination.
Oh, not this good. We stop.
Oh.
Okay.
Motion sick.
Right,
Full motion
yeah.
sick.
Oh yes, look, a dead vampire.
Oh, how about that?
Oh, should we look at him?
I'm going to cast Mage Hand, right, and pull his cloak off and prestidigitate a little bit of blood and the ick off of it and throw it round my shoulders. I got a fancy new cape.
And as a high collar, it's black, it's very nice.
Does he have any pockets? We could.
He does have some pockets. Would you like to rummage through them?
Oh, sure, yes.
Please make an investigation check for me.
That's, yes. Ooh, I did not find anything with a 3, I don't think.
Modifier, Krieg?
Now hold on. Investigation is a whopping +3.
All right, a total of 6.
6, like the hex.
What you find on his corpse are little bits of bone. And inspecting them, you determine that these appear to be dead corpses of bats.
Ew.
That's pretty disgusting, mate.
Nauseating.
Super gross.
Not a fan of
I
that,
will
no.
kill dwarfs, but not bats.
Just for the fun of it, I'm going to send me little mage hand to scurry about, see if I can maybe find anything shiny, maybe something, you know.
All right, I'd like you to go ahead and make an investigation check for me, please.
That is a natural 20.
There's nothing in the pockets. I don't know why you're looking.
That is a +2.
Excellent,
Not
so
that it really
22.
matters.
On the skeleton where you found the pliers and the note earlier, there's also a pouch attached to its waist that is not quite completely rotted away. As you open the pouch with your mage hand, you find 2 uncut diamonds.
I'm going to go ahead and put those where I put the other. Starting a nice little collection.
Did somebody take the pliers, by the way, or?
Yes.
Yeah. You got the pliers?
They're
Beautiful.
fuzzy.
Yes, those are
Very
nice.
fuzzy, very soft.
I like that. Okay.
I would like to take a moment to cure my wounds. I cast the spell Cure Wounds.
Excellent. What level do you cast the spell?
I believe this is a first level spell.
Just at first level? Excellent. How much? That's a 1d8 plus spellcasting modifier, which is charisma. So that is 4 plus, what is the charisma modifier, Talon?
5.
Excellent. 9 hit points restored to you. Now, keep in mind, this is still considering the 13 hit point maximum that you are at. You will only be able to regain your maximum hit points by taking a long rest. So you are injured for a while.
Mm. Couldn't have happened to a nicer guy.
Well, it could have happened to you.
Very nice guy.
That's not what I meant.
Right. So,
this coffin is a door, I think.
Yes.
Okay.
Is it dark inside?
It is.
I'm gonna look in and see if I see anything.
All right. As you peer down into the passageway, you see that there is a hallway that leads about 10 feet forward and then makes an abrupt right turn and appears to go further.
Oh.
As you peer down, you think you hear something coming from deep behind this hall.
Oh, Claude, do you want to go check that out for me? Thanks. And go invisible. Yep, thanks.
Turning invisible, it scampers down. Going through the hallways, it finds itself in a large natural cavern, illuminated by fluorescent blue fungi.
Oh, yeah. There's mushrooms down here. I can see mushrooms.
Mushrooms.
Yes, they're glowing mushrooms.
You know, I think that's going to do me some good. Mushrooms.
Well,
What
yeah,
are they
maybe.
healing mushrooms?
They could be.
Do they?
Not necessarily.
You also notice a bit of movement coming from the far right side of the room. A tall figure that you thought was part of the fungus originally moves a bit to inspect another large mushroom growing on one of the walls. He moves very slowly, very lackadaisically, and you hear him almost humming to himself.
You're not going to believe that there's a fungus farmer down there, I think. He probably knows which ones make the best tea.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah.
Bang, I'm
We
sure he
should
does.
check it out.
Can he see a ruby or anything like that?
Oh, I don't see any rubies.
Okay.
I don't think. Do I see any rubies?
Make a perception check for me,
yeah.
please, Krieg.
Yes. Oh, with I think it's with the imp's stats. Sweet. Let's just pull him up. Okay. Perception.
Yes, please.
Okay. That's a natural Udo.
So critically failed.
While the imp is
Not very
beginning
good.
to look around for the ruby, it is distracted by the voice of this mushroom man. Well, what are you doing growing out of the wall like that? We want to give you a little trimmy wimmy. Come on over here and get in my pouch. And he pulls out a bit of pliers and snips some mushrooms and puts it into a little pouch on his person. That's right. Just a little bit of mushroom.
It's definitely a mushroom farmer.
What's your take on this mushroom farmer? Does he seem friendly? Does he seem dangerous?
Oh, he's very weird.
Very weird. Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Not normal like me.
Well, maybe we just go in and try to talk to him. I don't know.
Yes, I can be very persuasive when people aren't biting my neck.
Sure. And we've gone this far. We can't go back now.
Let's maybe not send him first, though.
I like your thinking.
You are bleeding a lot. I'm just going to hop in.
Yeah.
All right.
Just come charging out.
Leading the way, Talum, you enter, or excuse me, not Talum, Krieg. I'm so sorry.
Yeah,
Krieg.
that's Krieg.
You enter the room.
Hello there, sir.
Can I get kind of close to the, kind of around the corner, but not quite in the room yet?
Absolutely, just
Back
kind of
him
like
up?
right here, maybe, sort of in this area here.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
That'd be
I'll
great.
go ahead and follow him in.
All right. Talum follows in. Veneda, would you like to approach as well?
Yeah, bringing up the rear. I just want to take a look before I put myself out there. I don't want to get hurt again.
Understandable, understandable. Well, we've got ourselves a little groupie. Come on in, please. The
Thank you.
water's fine.
Oh, where's the water?
Oh, it's all around us. We're bathing in the blue light of all the mushrooms, man.
Yes.
Would you like a little?
Oh,
I
what did
personally
they
would
do?
love a little mushrooms.
Do you have?
Please, friend, come on over.
Oh, could you make tea though?
What kind of mushrooms are these?
Yeah.
They're glowing blue.
They are.
I know.
That's the kind they are.
They're of all kinds of varieties, miss. Anything you might want these mushrooms to do, I gather I got one for you.
Barkeep, ring the bell.
Ringing the bell. Let's open that channel.
Margot, we've never had a serious discussion about the dangers of peer pressure. Remember who you are and what you stand for.
Sage advice.
And thus the DARE program was invented.
Would you like a nip?
I don't think so. Not right now. What's your name? Who are you?
Oh, my name's Borto.
Okay. How'd you come to be in this lovely cavern?
Well, that's a good question. I mean, one day I just kind of opened my eyes and looked about, and I thought, hey, there's a mushroom. And I looked down and I said, I'm a mushroom. And I don't know how it came to be, but I guess I sprouted some legs, and I figured I may as well take care of my other brothers and sisters here.
Sure. I get that. I totally get that.
Right.
Hey, is there any way through here?
Oh, you want to go farther into the cave?
Is
a
it
little
an option?
spelunking.
Is it an option, is what I'm wondering?
Of course it is. Yeah, but I do need you to do something for me before I let you go through.
Barkeep, open
Bark.
the channel.
Oh, I'd love to.
Nico, let's try to avoid a situation like last time and be a bit proactive. Use your charm to get this fella to tell you what he's not.
An excellent idea, my lady. I would like to cast Charm Person on this mushroom man.
Excellent. A wisdom saving throw. That is an 18 naturally.
Oh, not very good.
I'm sorry, Nico. It's a rough night for you. Yeah.
All right. 5 out of a 10, maybe.
How much psychic damage do we take?
That's called vicious mockery.
Now, as you try to charm him, though, he does walk towards you and he says, hey, there's a friendly face. What can I do for you, mate?
We'll have to do this the old-fashioned way. Friend, I can't help but notice you seem very, very knowledgeable about these mushrooms.
I know a thing or two.
I was wondering if you could tell me, are these mushrooms dangerous at all?
Oh, no. Well, at least none of the ones that I've tried here. There are a few, and I don't like to admit it. I do get a bit hungry from time to time, so when I do, I grab one of my little brothers and sisters here and I have a munchy, and you know, I don't feel great about it, but it does fill my belly.
I would like to search deep within my mind to see if I know anything about this man or the mushrooms in this room.
All right, I would like you to make a history check for me.
Wonderful. 7.
Modifier?
3.
10. You've never seen a man made of mushrooms before in your life.
Tell me, friend, what was your name again?
Borto.
Borto?
Borto.
Borto. A fine name, sir. A fine name.
Thank you.
Obviously, you and I, though I think we're quite similar in some ways, are quite different in others. And I was wondering, would these mushrooms have any adverse effects on a person like me, if I were to, say, touch one?
Well, you see, that's where maybe I need a little bit of help here, right? Because, come on over here, come on over. He leads you over to this wall on the far end of the room, down over here. And pointing to this wall in front of you, he says, now we've got a little bit of a curtain here. Some mushrooms have grown down over this passageway that goes over further into the mines. I don't want anything to do with that, you see. So I figure, I haven't tried these yet. They're brand new. Would you guys be willing to maybe give it a little crunchy? A little lick?
Are they all the same?
Oh no, they're very different. It looks like we have maybe 4 or 5 different varieties.
No, yeah, I'm good. So.
Tell you what, I've lived a good life. I'll give him a try. I'm going to cast prestidigitation where he can't see and make a tiny mushroom appear in my hand.
All right.
And pretend to snack on it.
All right, I'm going to want you to make a stealth check for me to see if you can do this.
That is a 7.
Modifier?
11.
Excellent. 18.
Very sneaky. Very sneaky.
So, He is going to make a perception check to see if he notices this. Contested against an 18. A 16 and a perception of +1. Well, there we go. I need each of you to maybe try one of these. How do you feel, my friend?
I feel fine. Tell you what, how about you try this one that I just took a bite of? I'm going to grab a mushroom and hand it to him.
All right. Takes it out of your hand, looks at it, and it looks like it's maybe speckled with bits of red and white. The base of it is kind of a palish blue color. He says, I don't think I never tried this one. Let's give it a go.
Yeah.
He pops it in his mouth. It's a tad bit spicy.
Right? Yeah, that's what I got the same.
Yeah. That's not too bad. You guys want to taste?
How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Somehow that's not surprising.
I would like to cast Magic Mouth.
Okay.
And if this is possible, I'd like to cast it on the palm of my hand.
Okay.
And I would like to cast the spell in such a way that this mouth repeats the word yes whenever I ask it a question.
All right. Let's see if we can do that for you.
If you need a friend, you know, there are people.
We're all here for you.
While you're looking that up, can I ask a quick question?
Fair,
Do his
he
pliers...
nearly died 3 times. I think this is a wise precaution.
I always talk to my hand when I die.
Do his pliers look like those pliers?
They do, yeah.
They do.
They look just like that.
Yeah,
All right,
okay.
yeah, you can do this.
Okay. You know what? I think my friend here, Bob, would like to eat this mushroom for me, if that's all right with you, Borto. Was that all right with you, Bob?
Yes, yes.
Yes. How about Bob will eat one of these mushrooms for me?
You got a little friend there.
Yes, this is my friend Bob. Bob, do you think that Borto is a nice man?
Yes. Well, I think you're nice too. All right, let's give you a mushroom. He grabs one off the wall. This one is a little bit different. It looks gray, just kind of all over, maybe a little bits of off coloring. And he puts it into the magic mouth there. Go ahead and chompy chompy. Kind of like gums it a little bit.
All right, I'd like to see if I can stealthily keep the mushroom while making it appear that it's been eaten by my magic mouth.
All right, I'd like you to make a stealth check for me. The DC on this is going to be fairly high. It's going to be a DC of 20.
Oh, he smokes.
Because he's looking right at your hand.
May I try and distract him? Well, he's trying to be sneaky.
What are you going to do to distract him?
I'm going to say, oh, wow. Look at the size of my hands. They're always just touching everything, but they can't touch themselves. Wait, yes, they can.
All right, that'll give you advantage on the roll. Go ahead. Make your stealth check.
Natural one.
Oh, no!
Roll again. You have advantage. You have advantage.
Statistically impossible.
That looks like it's an 8.
An 8. Modifier for stealth?
A whopping, impressive 0.
Oh, my word.
So, you don't manage to make it appear as if you ate it, but it does look like it's been gummed up a little bit, and that seems to appease him pretty much. He's like, all right, now for you two.
I feed it to Claw. Claw, eat the mushroom. Eat it. You're immune to poison, for crying out loud. I don't know why you're afraid.
A little bit of smoke comes out of his mouth.
Okay, I eat the same one.
Okay. All right. You eat it, and it does taste a little bit spicy. It actually feels like it kind of fills your insides a little bit, coating them with some sort of something. And for the next hour, you have resistance to fire damage.
Not so bad.
Thanks, Claw. I appreciate that. He was already
Aria?
resistant.
What would you like to do? You want to try one of these? We got a wide variety.
I've never been a huge fan of mushrooms. Would I know anything about these mushrooms just by looking at them? Maybe which ones look rather threatening?
Make a nature check for me.
All right. 18.
18. Excellent. Well done. Yes, so as you take a look at these, you see that there are a few that appear to have some sort of magical qualities. There are these red ones that make you resistant to fire damage. There are a couple of other colors as well that will give you various boons, but there is one that makes you kind of standoffish. You recognize some colors in here. They're bright purple, bright green, and you know that if you taste that, you're going to be messed up for a while.
Okay. What are the colors of the ones left?
So there's a blue one, and
Okay.
there is a gray one.
Well, I'm going to go with Aria colors. I'll bite into the blue one.
Excellent. So you take the blue mushroom.
The one
you
that
put it in
doesn't
your mouth.
look threatening,
It
right?
does not look threatening.
All right.
Nope, nope. You take a bite. Tastes fairly nice. Maybe a little sweet even. And as it goes down, you get advantage on any saving throw within the next hour.
Well done. The brave are rewarded.
Well, thank you so much for your help, mates. I'll go ahead and, as I promised, hey, friends, he addresses the wall, could you go ahead and do a little jumpy to the side, let my friends through here? And almost at once, they kind of part, revealing a passageway behind the wall.
Nice. Oh, Mr. Mushroom Man.
Yes.
I didn't catch your name, but...
It's Borto.
Oh, yeah. Do you recognize the name Hoagie?
Hoagie.
Yes, we found a guy with pliers like those.
Hoagie.
Hoagie buckets.
No, I can't say that I've ever met a Hoagie Buckets.
Doesn't that name kind of make you hungry a little
It
bit?
does
Anyone?
a little
Hungry?
bit.
A little hungry.
Makes me want another mushroom. And he kind of wanders off to the...
Borto.
Yes.
These mushrooms, they're amazing.
Thank
they're
you.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Might I have a sample of each for the road?
Make a persuasion check for me, please.
7.
Plus?
11.
I've always wanted my brothers and sisters to see the world.
I will show them sights that they could never dream of.
You're a wonderful, wonderful being. He goes over and he grabs one of each of those different mushrooms and he hands you one. So you have a red one, a gray one, a blue one, and a wild purplish green one.
Borto, you've been exceptionally lovely.
Oh, stop it.
May the gods bless you in all your endeavors.
Thank you. I don't know what a god is, but I'm sure that he will. And the same to you, Mr. Pointy-eared man.
Nick, to my friends.
Nick.
And that includes you.
Oh, well, I hope I see you again. Farewell.
Bye. Thank you.
All right.
So long.
Bye. Having survived the mushroom room, you continue on into another area, descending downstairs into a long, dark tunnel. As you follow, you find yourself emptying out eventually into a large circular room. And as you all enter this room, a large sound falls from behind you. Wha-chunk! You then hear the following sounds. And then, boonk! And another door. Boom! There is a large box in the center of this room that has been tossed there by something.
Did somebody say a box? Excuse me, Guardians, could you help me move your chairs back just for a wee moment?
Of course.
Oh, you're very kind. Mr. Hexmaster, you said a box. I happen to have a box.
Mind if you do?
Whoop!
Ooh, heads up.
That's a scary box. I'll hold it. Don't you worry.
All right.
We win.
All right. Champions, please investigate the box.
Ooh, that's the box, all right.
Can we ask for checks from you, or are we just doing this?
This is all you.
Mage hand.
This is all
Mage hand.
Oh, stop. wait.
Inside are several sticks of TNT connected to a timer and multiple wires.
All right, it's a code, right? So
Yeah.
one that looks kind of like an 8. E.
E.
And let's see.
H.
EH.
4
Two
minutes and
Cs.
30 seconds are on the clock.
This one. It's not on there. Okay, so. Oh no.
Right. All right, so E, H. What else? E,
A. Oh, it spells A.
M-I-N. This is an N.
N, E-H, N.
E. Right? N-E.
Right, yeah.
I think we're all going to die.
F.
Is it the right way up? I'm not sure that it is.
Have a little faith, Father. There's still
Try that.
4
This
minutes.
one's right.
He's
Because
focused on this.
All right.
So
C.
C.
Yeah, C.
C. Go down, fishy. What looks like a fishy. U. C-U. C-U. Looks like a mountain.
oh, here. T.
T. C-U-T. Cuts.
Cut the.
Cuts. So that's an H.
cut one of the
D.
chords.
Cut D.
Our champions don't
I-
seem very
I-
literate at the moment.
Not something I took into
I-T.
consideration when choosing.
E.
Nor I.
I-T-E.
The white.
L.
I-T-E.
L.
He has to go to some sort of education. No.
Love. Right.
Yeah.
No, that's four.
F.
Four. F.
I-T-E-F.
Cut the.
You guys only have about 3 minutes left. You better hurry up.
All right. Cuts D. White wire. White wire.
No, cuts the what?
And then
But it.
T. H.
Then.
E. Woo! N. N.
Then.
I bet that's what it
There's
spells.
Veneda's wicked sense of humor.
E.
Then B.
How much time do they have?
white wire, then blue.
Only 2.5 minutes left. That's crazy.
Alright, let them
He's,
see.
oh, what is he doing? He's cutting the
I am-
white
I am
wire.
resistant to fire damage, so maybe
The
I
white
should
wire has
ready.
been cut.
All right. The clock continues to count down.
Right? The clock continues to what?
Arya
He's cutting the
and
blue.
Creed
The blue
seem
wire has been
very
cut.
concerned.
Woo! Well done. Well done.
Right.
I always knew you could do it.
I have
We
to say.
never doubted you for a moment.
No, not at all.
What are you doing? Taking it easy over there. All right.
I must got blown up.
It's so difficult being trapped in this tavern.
Great teamwork, you guys.
Your victory is short-lived as you hear the door open again, and you see a small figure, balding but with a large white beard hanging down, overalls covering his person. He looks at you with a wild look in his eyes and says, "Whoa!" and closes the door and starts making his way down the hall.
Why did he do that? Should we chase him?
Hang on a minute, lads. I've got a great idea.
He's running away from us?
So he has gone, if we can pull up the map.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. He has traversed through this passageway over here.
And is that door still open?
Yes, it is. He closed it a little bit, but it kind of like bounced back open as he left.
I would have said Claw to follow him.
All right. Claw does follow him, follows him down these narrow passages, twisting and turning, and eventually he comes into this room here. And you can see a large room, circular, surrounded by boxes of TNT.
Uh-oh.
There is quite a bit of gold in the center of this room, including some large gems. One green, one purple, one white, and one red.
Okay.
He currently has positioned himself behind the open door and seems to be waiting.
Like he's hiding? Like, oh, okay. He ran into a room. There's not any gems in there. And he's hiding behind the door. So.
There's not. What's in there?
There was an old guy with a beard.
And nothing else?
Okay, there was some other stuff. There was some gold and maybe, I don't know.
Anything that looked dangerous?
Well, I don't know how I would know that.
Anything that looked like the heart of the mountain?
Oh, maybe.
Maybe?
Yes.
All right then.
I don't know, anything around the wall?
Okay, here's what I think we should do. I think we should go in there. But we have to be careful because he's hiding behind the door. So maybe if we pretend like we don't know he's there, then we just, I don't know, blast him.
Yeah.
That's your solution to everything.
Well, he just tried to blow us up with a bunch of dynamite.
Did he have anything on his person? Any weapons? Anything?
Let me look through Claw again. Does he have any weapons?
He doesn't have any weapons. What he has instead is a large sack on his back that's bulbous.
Does it seem very heavy?
It does.
It does.
Dermot is gone.
Dermot's here. Dermot didn't leave you. He would never leave you. You're trying to open a channel, are you?
I am.
Oh, think
Hey.
I would leave you crazy.
Oh, yes. What have I told you about small bearded men?
Blast them.
In time. I think this is a good opportunity to show your team how good at intimidation you are.
Ooh, yeah.
That was a short time.
Okay, I'll tell you what, guys. I'm gonna run in there and I'm gonna scare him.
You're gonna scare him.
Oh, I'm very scary.
Okay, yeah, all right. I mean, okay.
Let the boy have a chance to shine.
Okay.
We don't need to hurt him right away, though.
Okay,
It's
I'm
just,
gonna sneak my way down the tunnel.
Okay.
Cut it, and then right before I turn the corner into the open door, I cast darkness on myself. And what you see, well, if you could see me, my pupils expand, fill my whole eyes black. It's quite scary. And then, poof, 50 feet in all directions, magical darkness.
Excellent. Darkness emanates from you, filling the room in utter pitch black.
And then I go charging in.
Okay. You go rushing in. However, can you see in magical darkness?
I can see perfectly.
All right. Excellent. So you rush in, and you see him hiding behind the door, looking around wildly, trying to figure out what's going on. He's like feeling the walls around him. He's blinded.
I pull out a dagger, and I put it to his throat.
Okay.
And I say, excuse me, sir, are you ready to die?
Incredible. See, I told you.
Yes. Please make an intimidation check with advantage for me in this scenario.
Okay, the first one is a 16.
Okay.
And a 5. We'll go with the 16.
16 modifier?
8.
8!
Woo! Well met.
I told you I was very scary, yes.
I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I got lots of money in there, and I don't want to let it go for nothing.
Okay, well, we're going to take that for sure. Why did you try to blow us up?
Because I didn't want nobody taking my gold.
Oh, well, that was a mistake. Friends, please do come in and be careful. It's quite dark.
Who are you?
Oh, my name is Fang.
What are you?
I am your worst nightmare.
All right. So, do the rest of you then go in and enter?
So, Jacquinot's going to hold back a minute, and he's going to cast Disguise Self and make himself look like our good friend, the vampire.
All right. Now, as you enter the room, it is still magical darkness. No, you guys, unless you have the ability to see in magical darkness, cannot see in this room.
I will say that my weapon is magical and casts 40 feet of light since our last round of initiative. So if that's still activated, I have a bit of a magical flashlight sword.
Flashlight sword.
10 minutes. Okay, had to try
It extinguishes even that magical light.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Just so you know, Jacquinot has a feat called Perfect Mimic. And
Okay.
as long as he is pretending to be someone else, he has advantage
Excellent.
on persuasion and deception checks.
Perfect. Well, there is still sound in this room, so that will help you.
So as they come wandering in, I'm going to just like back up.
Okay.
Just this pool of darkness. And
Are-
I just
are you there?
Back away.
Where'd
back
you go?
away. On top of the pile of gems, so that I grab the red one.
Fang, where are you? We can't see anything.
I'm right here in the darkness. You can see the darkness.
Why is it so dark in here? I need a light. I need a light.
Sir.
He
what
starts fumbling around in his pockets,
Sir.
and you hear a
Don't.
boom. A bomb goes off in the room, and you hear an explosive chain as these boxes of TNT explode simultaneously around the room. And then you feel nothing beneath your feet. And you are falling.
Yes, Nico and everyone.
Mr. Hexmaster, sir, Mr. Hexmaster, sir, I'm sorry, but the keys have been spent for this evening. Oh, no. All right. There are the keys. They're spent. You can see it. Now, witnesses, something very important is about to happen. This is your time for judgment, for you to discern who best championed the night. I want to invite you now. You have 5 minutes to vote for who you think best championed the night and brought the most honor to their clan. Can you do that for me? There
And
we
as
go.
they
That's-
vote, we shall award the final points for those encounters.
Oh, I'd love to hear it.
From the Hexmaster,
No, all right.
each character, each champion, shall receive 500 hex points for disarming the bomb.
Well done. Well met.
However, because the other encounter did not go as planned, each champion shall only receive 200 points for the encounter with the old prospector, bringing that total to 700 points for this quarter.
700 points.
And pray tell, what did Nico get for?
Yes, and for completing his secret mission, Nico gains 500 experience points.
Well done. You've had a tough night, buddy, but you did it. Somehow. You earned it. Boy.
Well, that was exciting.
A pretty wild ride, wouldn't you say?
I'd say.
Come on, Krieg. For you, a song in your heart.
Come on, good night.
Put it back.
Please.
Now, Mr. Hexmaster. Oh, they're chatting right now.
All right.
Are you
Sweet
cool?
up.
I'm not an empty.
Come on, pretty please. Oh, there she goes. Come on.
Who slayed the vampire?
Arya!
Who's
Who
playing
healed
the
the
dwarves?
tiny broken man?
Who did not let us get blown up? Right?
That's it.
I didn't let us get blown up, right?
So will you award him for that?
Who's got a cool looking cape?
Well, who's winning right now? Krieg! My word, Krieg!
He's the one that blew us all up. Who told a great joke about mushrooms and fungus earlier in the game? Did you remember that? It was a good joke. Everybody got a laugh. Everybody
Who
walks away
sang
happy.
3
Right.
impromptu songs that were incredible?
I did in my head.
Oh, look, people are still. Oh, Creek, you're going
Who
down.
set him up for those songs? You got to have a setup guy.
Do
That's
not
me,
forget,
right?
Veneda has been among the least violent of the 9.
It's
true.
Stopping enemies through sleeping.
Through
not
missing
That was pretty
with his
smart,
rapier.
right? That was
That
pretty
could
smart.
have been a strategy.
Not for lack of trying, but what can I say? Come on then, Veneda. Come on, Veneda. We're going to have a lot of fun. I'll tell you what, we're going to have a lot of fun. I'm posing as a vampire. We're going to go all sparkly and pretty for everyone. Come
We'll
on.
see.
You know you want it. You know you
Tell 'em
want
why
it.
you're
You know
taking
you
last.
want some
Oh, I
more.
think I know why.
I've got everything.
Now, folks, I hear
The fuzzy
that
pliers.
Jacquino can do an incredible impression of me. And if he were to receive enough points, he might bring that out.
It's true.
Oh, let's hear it.
Wow.
I've heard it's not worth it.
It's wonderful. It'll have you all on the edge of your seats before you take the plunge.
1 minute left for voting. 1 minute left.
Please.
I will write a song for you.
Yes.
I will write a song for you.
Sing!
No.
Sing! Nico, sing! Sing! Woo!
Cheap tricks for your votes.
Nico, sing!
Cheap tricks. You will
All right, 10, 9,
You will
8,
get the song from me.
7,
So what could be
6,
better than that?
5,
It'll be pretty.
4, 3, 2, 1. Creek! Woo! Well met. Well met indeed. Dang, you're a mighty warrior. Now, I want to talk to you at home, those near and afar. Do you remember the spell I told you earlier? HiveChannel5.com. What was that? HiveChannel5.com. Oh, you are so wonderful. All right, so, citizens of Throsha, you'll have until Wednesday at noon, Throsha time, to be able to cast your vote for who will champion the night. For those of you international folks, that's Greenwich Mean Time, -7. Perfect. So thank you for coming tonight. If you're interested in finding out what happens after all the bombs and such, please join us again tomorrow night at 7:30. Until then, we bid you adieu and safe travels on Soros wings. Bye-bye now, farewell, and thank you. Thank you all from the